So I'm gonna get ready to string this bow. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut me some knocks into it. They're different style knocks. I mean, you can look all over the internet and see the different style knocks, but I'm just gonna, all I'm gonna do is come about 1 inch from the end, make a mark. About a 45-degree angle is what I want my knock to be. And I'll just draw the line across. Come over here to the other side. Do the same thing, about 1 inch down. Make a mark, about a 45, right there, like that. And so all I'll do at this point is I just use a coping saw. And I'll just go in about maybe 1/8 of an inch, and then I'll come in here and except for your hands. Alright, then I'll take a chainsaw file. You get them in different diameters, of course, depending on the size of the chainsaw you use. These are not my finished knocks. I'm just getting something so I can string it and see what it looks like strung. That's going to tell the real story, is when I get it strung. Do this. That's one side. See, I'll come back and really work on those and smooth them out after I have got the bow close to finish. By the way, people do all kind of stuff to strengthen the knocks, and on a real heavy bow I could see why you'd need to do that. But on a light poundage bow, which I've never had, after making 100 bows, I've never had my knocks ever fail. In other words, ever, break or splinter or anything like that. I've never had a problem with a knock. So okay, there we go. I got some knocks cut in there. Knocks cut in there. And now I'm going to string this bad boy up. So, I happen to have a string in here. And so you can see, now, I've seen guys just use their hand like this, to determine the brace height, and also to kind of look at this thing. But what I like to do, ladies and gentlemen, okay, so I've got my bow strung. It's rough. And I want to go to first of all I want to find the center of my bow and take my tape measure here. So 62 inches, so 31 inches is going to be the center. 31 is going to be right here. So I'm going to mark the middle of my bow. And what I like to do is take my speed square work my way out. So every 6 inches, I like to make a mark. This is the way I do it. I don't know how other people do it. Make that my center. Okay, so I've got, I have this thing laid out, marked. Back up a little bit so you can see the entire picture. So what I'll do is I'll look at this measurement here, which is going to be well over 7 inches, but I'll move to my next mark, and it's a little bit closer than that mark. But I come over here, and I kind of see where I'm at over here. So basically, the first mark from the center, they're a little bit off. This one is a little bit, so I could remove some wood right here. So just take my rasp, and not my rasp, but my raw knife, and I'll take a little wood off right here. In other words, it's not bending as much here as it is right here. Does that make sense? Here's my center. Measure that, and then I measure that. It's about the same now. So now I go to this mark. So I'm down here right at 6 inches on that mark. I come over here to that next mark, and I'm right at 6 inches. So that's good. It's got a pretty good even bend. Well, I come up to the next mark, and it's about 4 1/4. I come over here, and I've got about 4 1/2. So I need to remove some wood right here. In this section right here, this section is stiffer than this section on the other end. Because I've got this knot, I'm just going to use my rasp to remove some wood. Take a little wood off. Look at it again. Okay, so it's about 4 1/4, 4 3/4. All right. So I really didn't take enough off to make a difference. I'm gonna have to remove some more right there. And so basically, I'll keep doing this. That's about 2 1/8. That's about 2 1/2. So I know right now, without a doubt, this section right here, this whole section needs to be, I need to remove some wood. And I'm not going to bore you with just me doing that, but that's how I will do this process with trying to get this bending evenly throughout the whole thing. So just have a look to see what you think. Can you see that this section is not bending like this section up here? By the way, what they suggest is when you remove wood from the belly, to go ahead and draw it a few times, and that way you'll make sure that you'll get the right reading as far as your distance of your string to the wood. Okay, I'm going to work on it a little more, and I'll come back, and now we may be shooting this thing in a little while. I'm going to have to lighten it up though. What I found is most children don't have those muscles that they need to be able to draw the bow. So let's see what it looks like after unstringing. Well, see, that's good too. There is a little bit of, I can see a little bit of string follow. And here again, I'm not trying to make something that I'm giving a kid to go hunting with. We're just trying to introduce children to traditional archery or primitive archery and getting something in their hand that they can enjoy shooting, right? Alright, and I encourage you to do that. If you're a traditional archery guy, or maybe not, whatever it is you're into, get a young person interested. Get them away from the television and the iPhone and the computer or whatever, the iPad. Get them out in the real world. Get them doing something with their hands, and introduce them to the world of creation. God bless you.